maybe you can give me some clarity on it. I don't know. Whenever I look at this, this is end game for me and my wife. Like this is retirement. I'm gonna train my kids. This is man, you're never hired, never fired. I mean, this is always going to be around. I think it's beautiful. I mean, it's not a quick get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's a lot of hard work, but I mean, anybody can do this if they really dedicate themselves to it. But whenever I look at it, and maybe this is just because I'm dumb or I'm new dumb as far as this goes. But whenever I look at it, I'm like, man, somebody can come in here and really know what they're doing. They can trade one currency and just have a good life and just one time a day or just one time a week. And if you know what you're doing, you go in, you trade and almost hit it like 85% every single time. If they lose, trade the next day, they got their win back up. They're out. They got a good life. They're off 6 days a week. But then I see a lot of people and they're always like diversifying. They're in every currency. They're in cryptocurrencies. They're in, they're doing other stuff like gold and all this stuff. I guess I'm not following why I would need to do gold or crypto if GBP USD would, if that would be enough. Why would I need to do different currencies? Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. That's a great question. And really that answer lies within your own vision for yourself. So if you just are content with, just trading GU and doing that and yeah, dude, you can make millions of dollars, absolutely.
Oh, really? Okay.
So if you're content with that, kill it, bro. Do it.
Yeah.
One thing I would caution you about it, and I love Forex, bro. I think Forex is awesome. I've made a lot of money doing Forex. I'm probably a lot more like what you're saying than a lot of people. I don't trade, a lot of different pairs. This past couple weeks, I've been introducing some new pairs in just because I want to try to give setups to people that they like them,
Right.
But I'm a GA guy, man. I trade GA.
Yeah.
And I've been trading GA since 2015 and maybe 2016, something like that. And I've just been killing GA for years now.
Right.
Now, here's what I would tell you. There are seasons where currencies are just ugly. This past month, GA has just been ugly. The spreads have been 3.5 to 4 pips. The spikes have been abnormal. The wicks have been, so it's like you want to have other things that you can do because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Right.
Just in case those seasons come. But what I would say is this. The other thing is, I do think Forex is here to stay. And of course, as long as the banks are moving money, Forex is available, right? But as you know, and as I know, governments are terrible. And, they always want to regulate stuff. They always want to be involved in stuff. They always want to get their cut. And so, trading on your phone on a self a manual app is actually fairly new. Like in comparison to the whole market. Forex has been around for several hundred years, whereas trading on a platform on your phone or on a computer for yourself is only a 20-year-old deal, a 25-year-old deal. It used to be where if you were going to trade, you had to take your money to a broker and it was paper trading. You would write your trades out on a ticket and they would fill those orders at the broker. And people would literally have to take their, you couldn't, like, unless you had $1 million, you couldn't even trade Forex because you had to buy whole lots. And so now with these brokers that allow you ECN, accounts and mini and micro accounts and stuff, you don't have to buy whole lots of currency. So it's like, yeah, you can get in with $100 or $1,000. My point is saying all that is, what happens if next year the United States says, hey, we're not going to let you trade Forex on a phone. Now you got to go back to the broker.
Yeah.
Well, if something like that were to happen, and I don't anticipate that, but I also don't put anything past this government, I would say, man, I'm glad I got, some money in crypto that I can pull out. I'm glad I got some real estate investments. I'm glad I got some other things going on that if in case something were to happen, I'm not stuck,
Right.
So I've always looked at diversification in the sense of risk management and money management.
Mm.
If I have 4 streams of income and one of them takes a big major hit, well, I still have 3 to rely on, and I'm okay. My family doesn't starve,
Right, right. And that's kind of where we are, the reason why we're doing the Forex. I mean, you don't foresee anything like that happening with Forex, though, right?
I don't, but here's what I tell my church all the time, right? I'll give you an example. You got a lot of these folks that are sitting out there waiting for Jesus to come, and they're waiting for Jesus to waiting for the temple to get built, and waiting for this to happen, and waiting for all these prophecies to come to pass before they start really getting serious about their faith. And what I always tell them, I say, is that in 6 hours while Jesus was on the cross, there were 330 prophecies fulfilled while people slept, and they woke up and suddenly it was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, and there again, like, we're waiting for the temple to be built and all this stuff, and I'm like, look, man, get right with God, because you could wake up tomorrow and 300 prophecies be fulfilled,
Right.
Well, and I'm kind of saying that funny, but the truth is it's the same way with these banks and everything else, right? Like, they're saying one thing, but I mean, you never know. We could wake up tomorrow and the government's be in chaos. I mean, we woke up one day and there was suddenly there was a thing called COVID. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what, like, so I just don't want to leave things to chance.
Right.
But no, I don't anticipate that happening, but I'm also not God, right?
Right. So you diversify in crypto too?
I do. I have crypto, I have stocks, I have, of course, my Forex account. I've got real estate.
And do you apply the same methods to crypto and stocks as well?
So what I do in crypto is I don't really trade crypto very much, although I do know how, and I do it sometimes. If I know something's coming, I do more of a buy and hold strategy with crypto. So right now I've got a certain amount of money in Bitcoin. That's kind of like, I'm treating it like gold. And then of course I've got some smaller investments that I'm kind of hoping for a home run, right? Like, I think I got about 10 grand in SHIB. And if SHIB goes to a penny, I'm going to be a very rich man,
Yeah. Same here. Same here. Yeah.
So, but I also realize that everybody has done that, right? So, I think I wonder how these wallets are going to pay out. Are they going to have the capital to pay out? Who knows? So, I mean, I'm doing it. It's there. I think I got about 10 grand in Ripple as well.
I ain't never heard of that one.
Yeah. So I bought Ripple when it was 20 cents. And then when it got to $2, I sold it. And then, and when now it's back down to like 40 cents, and I bought it at about 30 cents. So, so I made a real nice chunk of money on Ripple. And now I'm just kind of waiting for the next big bull run. Right. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of buying up the smaller currencies, and, some of them may lose, whatever. Right. But, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm buying Ripple, Cardano, H bars. I'm buying SHIB, few others that I got in my portfolio. And then on the next big Bitcoin bull run, all the other the tokens will go with it. And and I'll just sell, I don't care to keep all that stuff forever.